Yo, what is up, boys? Stoic Tang here with another YouTube video. I gotta talk about this. I gotta talk about how good it feels to accomplish something in life. Don't you feel good when you get this paycheck? Don't you feel good when you can jot down a goal and you can erase it the next year because you actually accomplished something? I love that feeling. I love the chase of that feeling that I can actually do something in this life. Reality is in my control. Nobody else gets a say in what I'm gonna do, in what I'm gonna create, in what I'm gonna make. I get to make this happen. I have so much power in me. Yet everybody else is so distracted. And I can't lie, this was the worst winter break I've ever had. I felt that I was unproductive 99% of the time. I was lazy. I was sleeping late. I was waking up late. Now, I'm not trying to say I did the worst. I didn't progress at all during the winter break, but I know I could have went harder. You guys see all the videos I create, right? All the reels, all the content, all the scripts. There's no scripts. It's just real life. I make this on the go. I speak what I know. All right? The content that I create, I could have finished this weeks ago. I could have made this video weeks ago. But guess what? I'm a normal person. I waited till the last second to make it. And that's what separates a person who is actually destined for greatness and a person who just doesn't want to do anything, who just wants to get the stuff done. I don't want to just get the stuff done. I don't want to just keep living my life on autopilot, like let the car drive me to where I'm supposed to go. Like let life happen in front of me, let life unfold in front of me while I'm living. While I get to do something, I just let life take me wherever I'm supposed to go. Let life take me. Is that how you want to live? Tell me the truth, bro. Because I do know that 99% of people are letting life control them instead of them controlling their lives. You're on your phone, right? You don't know what time it is. You don't know how many hours you've been scrolling. You don't know how many hours you've been watching YouTube videos. Same thing with binge eating. You could be eating chips, eating snacks, eating things you don't even notice because your mind is distracted. You have nothing in here. We talk about AI and stuff. Look at AI. We can't even think. We can't even brainstorm anymore. We put everything in the chat box. Everything that we want to think about, everything we want to learn in the chat box. And suddenly, when we have to challenge our mind, we can't do it anymore. Because we lose the function. Same thing with effort. You don't want to read. Then you can't read later on. It's going to be so much worse. You don't want to speak. You can't speak later on. Everything is the same thing. I love the chase for doing real dopamine, for continuing and chasing real dopamine, okay? As much as I want that thing, as much as I want to accomplish that dream, that goal, because I know I can do it. I know my potential, right? I can't sleep. I can't sit. My hands are always fidgeting because my mind is constantly thinking, how can I achieve this goal? How can I be better at this? How can I actually make this worthwhile? Don't you feel that? I guess not everyone feels that. I guess everybody else in my current generation or the previous ones are just lost. We're lost in lust. We're lost in sin. We're lost in vaping. We're lost in everything. We're lost. And then we complain at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we complain, I wasted my whole day. I'll start again tomorrow. You want to start again tomorrow and do the same thing again? I don't trust you anymore. If you can't trust yourself in doing the simple things to get yourself progressing, then how can I trust you? How can another person trust you? How can God trust you with his riches, with his woman, with his husband? Not possible, man. You've got to be a person that just cannot stop thinking of ways to be better. Cannot stop going and just I don't want to stop because I know greatness is somewhere out there and that I can actually achieve it and that I can actually have something that's tangible in front of me. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be pleasure. It doesn't have to be what I own. I want to be able to provide. I want to be able to feel like I accomplished something. And whatever this may seem like I need money to do it, right? You need money to do it. Money is almost everything in the world. As much as you want to brainwash yourself, you've got to do it the right way, the kind way, the way God intended us to have. God said you got to do it in the right way, and that's the only way it'll stay. Get riches in the right way, and it'll stay. Get love in the right way, then it'll stay. All right? So there's so many possibilities. Your life could change in the flick of a moment. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to be tired. Nobody wants to work as hard as they can work. Nobody wants to do it. Why? Why? You want to just accept your misery? You want to just accept what you've been given in life? You don't want to make your parents proud? You don't want to make your bloodline proud? You don't want to make yourself proud? You don't want to be able to take care of people, to take care of yourself, to buy things that you actually like? Don't you want to do that? Well, it's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take time. Your time is what it costs. It costs time. You cannot just expect everything to come to you because nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save your bum. Nobody's going to save you. Nobody's going to wake up one day and say, I'm going to give $1 million to Simon Tang. Nobody's going to come save me. I've got to do it myself, the way that I know best. And I don't know how exactly I'm going to do it. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how many hours of work, how many times I'm going to fail, how many mistakes I'm going to make, how many people I'm going to disappoint. But I know that if I keep going, if I keep keep continuing my journey, something that I'm going to be proud of is going to happen along the way. Right? Your greatness is dependent upon yourself and God. Your greatness is dependent upon yourself. Remember that. You need to remember that. Your greatness is dependent upon yourself. Nobody else can change your story. Nobody else can change your excuses that you have for yourself. Everybody wants to go to that comfort place and say that I'm not good because I was born into this life. I was born big. I was born not motivated. I was born with all these distractions in this disgusting generation. But you can choose to be different. Look at me. I'm not saying I'm better than you, but I can choose to be different. I don't like the current generation. I'm trying to be different. I'm never going to be perfect, but I'm trying to be different. That's what separates me. You're trying. 99% of people don't try. All right? People who don't try will never go anywhere. People who do try might go somewhere. Whether it's somewhere that they like, whether it's somewhere that they hate, you're still going to go somewhere. You don't want to just sit here and end up where people are always going to end up. Okay, look at this. If you shoot for the stars, if you shoot for as high as you can go to, right? And you end up working a 9 to 5, then okay, you know that you tried your hardest. But never, ever have the fear and the doubt to never start, to never try. When has trying become not cool? When has trying become make you a laughing stock? You think people who never tried ever became successful, ever became famous, ever became happy about themselves? Nah. Those people who never tried, they're going to be 80 years old. They're going to be on their deathbed and saying, I wish and I regret my life. I wish I tried. I wish I talked to this girl. I wish I started this business. I wish I spoke to the camera more. Can't say I wish. You can't say I wish when everything is done. You can't say I'm sorry to whoever you didn't make proud because you didn't want to work. You didn't want to put in the effort. What is I'm sorry gonna do? I am sorry. What is that gonna do for you? You're gonna tell yourself you're sorry? What is sorry gonna do? Sorry is a word.